The Office of the Superintendent of Financial Institutions, the regulator that decides what every bank in Canada is allowed to lend for a mortgage, just released their 2026 and 2027 annual risk outlook. And for the first time in their history, mortgages are their #1 risk for the year. Last year, mortgages ranked number 4. This year, it is number 1. And in the body of that report, they singled out 2 cities by name, and I'm sure you can guess them at home. It was Toronto and Vancouver. And if you own a home in Vancouver or you're thinking about buying one, this is the most important regulatory document you'll read this year. So let's actually talk about what it says, what it means for your mortgage, and why I think most of the panic you're seeing online is being aimed at the wrong people. Here's the part that should make every condo owner in the city pay attention. OSFI's exact language, and I'm quoting directly from the April 2026 outlook here. The condo segment is strained, particularly in Toronto and Vancouver. Sales are at 1990 levels here in Vancouver, not 2008 levels during the financial crash, and not even at pandemic levels. These are levels we haven't seen since the year the Toronto Blue Jays won the World Series and a downtown Vancouver one-bedroom cost $150,000. And then they go further. Many new condos are now worth less than their pre-sale purchase prices. Condo price declines are resulting in financially stressed borrower positions upon closing. And that's the regulator in their writing, telling the entire banking industry that people who put deposits down on Vancouver condos 2 and 3 years ago are now closing on properties worth less than what they owe. If you're sitting in a downtown high-rise right now, or you're holding a pre-sale assignment from 2022, your stomach should be doing a small flip. That feeling is not paranoia. That feeling is OSFI handing you a written report that confirms what you've quietly suspected for 18 months. So the question is, how do you protect yourself? Before we get to that answer, let's establish the foundation because the data here matters. According to the Edge Report's April 2026 issue, where Ben Rapido pulls directly from the same OSFI document, 3.1 million Canadian mortgages are scheduled to renew by the end of 2027. That's 52% of every mortgage in this country. Of those, 1.3 million, 22% of all outstanding mortgages are renewing for the very first time since the rock bottom rates of 2021 and 2022. During that period, 5-year fixed were at 1.79%, and you could find variable rates at 1.35%. Those people are about to wake up to renewal offers in the 4 to 5% range. And OSFI's exact words are, we expect these mortgagors will experience material monthly payment increases. Material, not modest, material, and that's very important to understand. Now here's the part nobody is reporting properly. There's one specific group of homeowners OSFI is most worried about, and most of you watching probably are that group. I'll come back to that in a moment because there's something more important to set up first. Let's look at what's actually happening in Vancouver right now. Going back to the April monthly numbers, Vancouver is leading Canada to the downside on prices, down 3.4% in the past 3 months. BC sales overall are down 3.8% year over year, and the HPI is down 5.9% year over year. Nationally, and this number stops me every single time that I read it, Canadian house prices are down 20.5% from their peak. That is the steepest national decline in over 50 years. Those numbers are steeper than 1991, steeper than 2008, and steeper than the early 80s when mortgage rates touched 20%. The 5-year rolling decline is now 8%, and that's worse than the entire late 80s, early 90s cycle that traumatized a whole generation of Canadian homeowners. And meanwhile, on the lending side, mortgage delinquencies in BC just surged 14% in the past 3 months, the largest regional jump in the country. The number of new mortgages going delinquent across Canada surged by 1,200 in just the past quarter, the fastest pace since the second quarter of 2020 when the world was locked down. So when OSFI ranks mortgage risk #1 for 2026, they are not being dramatic. They are reading the same delinquency reports that your bank's risk department is reading, and they are warning the system to brace for impact. Here is your secret weapon. The group OSFI is most worried about, the one I told you I'd come back to, is not who you think it is. It is not first-time home buyers. It is not the people who bought at the 2022 peak. It is the homeowner who refinanced during the pandemic to pull equity out for renovations, investments, or to buy a second property. OSFI specifically called out, and I'm quoting again, a modest subset of borrowers whose loan-to-value and debt service ratios at renewal will be higher than they were at origination. Read that twice. higher loan to value and higher debt service at renewal than at origination. That is just unprecedented. And in a normal cycle, 5 years of payments and 5 years of price appreciation mean your equity grows and your debt to income ratio shrinks. You renew in a stronger position than you started, and this is the opposite scenario. These are the homeowners OSFI is calling, and I'm reading directly, the modest subset that will drive the next leg of forced sales in Vancouver and Toronto. These are the people behind the price drops you're watching right now. So if you are in that group, or if you might be in that group when you renew, here is the calm action plan. Step 1, pull your most recent mortgage statement and write down 3 numbers: your remaining balance, your current rate, and your renewal date. If your renewal date is within 12 months and your current rate starts with a 1 or a 2, you're in the most exposed cohort in the Canadian banking system right now. That's not me being dramatic, this is the regulator. Step 2, get a renewal projection. Take your remaining balance and run 2 scenarios. To be conservative, you could quote a 5-year fix at 4.3% and a variable at 4%. And if the new monthly payment moves your total housing costs above 40% of your gross household income, you are in the OSFI bullseye. Step 3, do not wait for your bank to call you. Banks renew at retention rates, not best rates available. If you call your bank 90 days before renewal and ask for their best offer, they will give you what they think you will accept. If you call a mortgage broker 120 days before renewal, they will quote you the best 3 lenders in the country and use that as your leverage with your existing bank. The difference on a typical Vancouver mortgage is between 30 and 75 basis points, which is between $200 and $500 a month on an $800,000 balance for 5 years. That math compounds into the price of a small car. Step 4, and this is the one that nobody's talking about. If you have built equity and your renewal looks ugly, refinance early into a longer amortization. If you originally took out a 25-year amortization and you've paid down 4 years of principal, you can re-amortize back to 30 and reset your monthly payment to something you can actually carry through this rate cycle. Your bank will not suggest this, a good broker will. The goal here is not to eliminate the rate shock. The goal is to give yourself enough monthly breathing room to wait out the next 2 years without becoming a forced seller. Because here is the punchline the headlines are missing. The same OSFI report that ranked mortgages number 1 this year, it also told the banks to expect a slow loosening cycle from the Bank of Canada through the back half of this year. The Edge report notes that market expectations have already moved from 4 hikes priced in just the last month to only 2 hike priced in for the rest of 2026. If you can survive the next 18 months with a payment plan that fits your cash flow, the renewal you sign in 2027 will look very different from the one your bank is quoting you today. The homeowners who lose in this cycle are not the ones who pay too much. They're the ones who panicked in month 1 when they could have built a plan in month 1. Calm beats clever every single time in a rate cycle.